Right. I think we got it fixed. I'm not sure. All right, let's see. How am I sounding now? Camera's working. Everything should be working now. Everything should be working because like I've got no cutouts. I've got no camera issues. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to redo this. We're going to redo the whole draft. Due to technical issues, we're just going to redo the whole draft. All right, here we go. We're going to restart the draft. This is a Innistrad. This is an Innistrad Horde themed cube that we're drafting. It's a random cube here on Cube Cobra. So let's see. We're going to just restart. We're going to do a whole new draft. All right. So the last time we went blue white spirits, or we try to do spirits. Here, let's try and do everyone's favorite zombies. Let's try to do a the best zombie themed deck we can do. Okay. Well, if we're going to start with zombies, I think we should start with Giralf's Mind. Yeah, we'll do that one. Giralf's Mind Crusher. That's a cool dismember. Alright, so we're on the zombie plan. Tainted Adversary seems good. We'll take that. Let's see. And then we'll take... Ooh, this is tough. There are no zombies in this pack. But this Drana seems really good. We'll take that. Oh, there's a Machias. Thank you very much. Yes, more of that, please. What is this? Oh, that's a vampire. Nope, we are taking Machias. And an undead war chief. Thank you. We'll take more of that. Thank you. Buried Alive, Stitcher Supplier. Stitcher Supplier might be good for our deck. So Mills, we'll take that. Nice Desolate Lighthouse. Alright, so no zombies in this pack. Well, let's see here. This is tough. This one's tough. So we're in blue black. Nothing very good for our deck. This Uvenrold Oddity seems interesting. I'll take that. Well, alright. Guess we'll take this Meat Hook Massacre. Alright, so back to our original pack. Take this Collective Brutality. Take this Volcanic Island, I guess. Nothing good here. We could take this Sulfuric Vortex, maybe. Nothing really good. This Hoarding Scab. Yep, that's in our deck. Let's see. And then maybe a good old Air-Flowing Chalice. And then Cemetery Gravekeeper. And I think we'll just stay with overgrown farmland for our fodder. All right, pack 2, pick 1. Let's see here. We got a Reaper, Animate Dead, Gravecrawler. Oh, all the goodies, all the zombie goodies. Gotta get that Gravecrawler, man. That's gonna be a house. Keep casting that. There's Damnation, Force of Will. Uh, Adeline. Ugh. You don't want to go against that. Let me just take that, maybe? Get really cheeky with it. Zombies, Inhumans. I don't know. We'll take this Force of Will. Well, there's a Captain. There's a... Yeah, we'll take the Captain. Dig through time. Take the dig. The Folly Drawing Yard. Or Polluted Delta. Yeah, I think the Polluted Delta is pretty good. Polluted Delta can also find us our volcanic island. Well, we got a Putrid Imp, a Flooded Strand, Consider, and a Sculling Tarn. Interesting. Like this Flooded Strand. Inquisition, maybe. I think it's the Inquisition right there. What is this? Concealing Curtains. Nah. Force Spike. That's a nice Incinerate. Like this Mystic Confluence. This Animate Dead seems pretty good. So is this Damnation. Playing against aggro. What is this? Life and Death. Let's see, what is... Turn target creature card from your hand to play. Yeah, we'll take that. It's like another reanimate spell. Take this Isolated Chapel. Bloodstained Mire. Putrid Imp, that's good. And a Supreme Phantom. Alright, third pack. And there's a crystal. Oh! And a Grave Titan. Oh, mama. Alright. Alright. Take Grizzle Daddy. Because we reanimate that all day long. Dance of the Dead. Take target creature from any graveyard and put it directly into play under your control. Tapped with a +1/+1. Tap with +1/+1. Treat that creature as though it were just summoned. Creature does not untap during the controller's untap step. At the end of his or her upkeep. So it's just another reanimate with some additional text. Okay, we'll take a Necromancy. That's gonna probably wheel. There's a Midnight Reaper. Ugh. With Gravecrawler. Oh my god, so much draw. Too much draw, maybe. Thought Scour. Treasure Cruise? This Baleful Mastery. We need some removal. Violent Tumor. Enters the battlefield, strike for a card, put that graveyard. Oh, it's just an Entomb for 4. Oh, the vampires here. Path, run white. I'll take this one. Yeah, it looks way better. I don't know what's happening there before. What is this? Whenever a zombie you control dies, if it didn't have decay, to get a 2/2 black. Oh, that's the commander zombie. Ooh, Poppet Stitcher. Whenever you cast instant sorcerer, get a 2/2 black zombie creature with decayed. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 more creatures, you may transform Poppet Stitcher. Creature tokens you control lose all abilities and have base power. Wow. We got a Murder Strider. We'll take that. Infernal Grass. There's removal. Drain's Assistant. We'll take the removal. We need some removal in our deck. What we got here? We got Suspicious Stowaway, Forgotten Creation. Yes, Forgotten Creation. Thank you very much. Oh, Blood Artist? I'm feeling Blood Harvest? Yeah, Blood Artist. Well, Dance of the Dead came back around, with also this Choked Estuary. Yeah, I think we'll take the land. Duress or Brainstorm? Take a Duress. That's the Blue-Black Talisman. Bingo. Take this Coalition Relic. And Poppet Stitcher came back. Yeah, why not? Alright, there we go. Alright. So let's see here. So, Blue-Black is the name. Zombies is the game. We're not red. Don't think we're going to run green. Yeah. Cut the red, cut the green. We don't need the Volcanic Island. Probably don't need the Everflowing Chalice. Either that. Or we didn't draft any white cards. We technically don't need the Isolated Chapel. Don't need Drana. Don't need that. Can we abuse Grizzlebrand? Let's see. How many reanimation spells do we have? We have Animate Dead. We have... Jeez. Animate Dead. Death. Necromancy. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Grave Tile would have been nice. Oh. We don't need that. That's gonna kill us. So there's an Anthem and a Lord. Probably don't need Force. We don't have a lot of blue cards to pitch to Force. Force would be probably a dead card in our hand a lot. Take your time, probably not. We don't want to be delving away our zombies. We want to be having our zombies in our graveyard. Casting the Grizzlebrand, that's gonna be hard to do. Unless we go mono black, but then it's an 8-drop. So how many blue cards do we have? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Other zombies have flying. One or more zombies you control those combination of one of your opponents. You may draw cards equal to the number of opponents dealt. So basically, whenever you just draw one, discard one. Okay. So 3/3 for 5. Other zombie has flying. Gives him flying. Him flying. Put Chalice back in. We only got 4 blue cards. What would be the penalty of just cutting the blue? Let's cut the blue altogether. Except for Captain. Keep that in there. Pop it. We kept the cap. We keep the Captain. Right. We cut that. We cut Mystic Confluence. That means we're at 26 and 14. This is just mono black zombies. Yeah. That's 15 lands. We got Chalice, Talisman, and Coalition Relic. Yeah? If you got one more, I'd be okay with that. Cut the Duress, bring that for the sideboard matches. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll just add some swamps. How many do we need? We need 12. 12 swamps. There you go. There's 40 card deck. Zombies. With the Grizzlebrand. Alright. Cool. Save the deck. I don't know if we're going to play it, but let's do a sample hand here. Keep that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go draft another. Let's go look at another cube. What are we doing? There we go. All right. So most drafted. So we have Vintage Cube, this guy's cube, Hyper Cube. I don't know what that is. MTG Cube, Pauper Cube, Arena, Degenerative Micro Cube. Commander Cube. Ooh. Sold. Let's draft the Commander Cube. Let's do a draft there. Alright, Archetypes. Blue-white blink. Or white-blue blink. White-black token. White-red attack triggers aggro equipment. White-green token populate. Blue-black mill. Blue-red draw storm. Blue-green pulse counters. Black-red reanimator. Black-green creature recursion. And red-green landfall. Rule 1 is fun. To create a fun environment, I choose to omit certain types of cards from the cube. No extra turns. No repeated searching. Okay, limited tutoring. Your graveyard only. No Armageddons. I actually agree with those. Due to the inherent imbalance between colors in Commander, I made these additional design choices. White. Due to White's weakness in Commander, may be the best at answering the board. Wrath. White is the only color capable of removing all permanents from a certain type. The only other exception is that the Wrath effects only destroy without regeneration, and cannot exile or put permanents into the library. This is because I want to make the white protection effects that grant indestructible as relevant as possible. Fair. Blue. Blue being the historically most powerful color required a bit of an intervention. The following restrictions were employed to help bring that power to a comfortable place. No free counterspell. So that means no force will, no force negations. No instant speed mana sinks. Holding up mana for counterspells should come with a cost, so I don't want blue to be able to use the mana before their turn starts. No mass draws. Okay. So no omniscience and no okay. No looting. Okay. Poor removal, no combos. No pest or magnet receiver, XR, etc. Okay. Black is the middle of the road in power and only has a few restrictions. Poor commander removal. Black is still given a handful of creature removal spells, but they are made up of edict effects and spells that commonly can't target commanders, such as cast down and ultimate price. Limited discard. Like in blue, I want to promote black red reanimator. So I make sure all the most efficient discard outlets are in red. Well, this guy put a lot of work into this. Red has come a long way, but is still fairly unpopular doing drafts, so it only has one buff. Combo heavy. Red is a color where you'll find the 2-card combo pieces. These will either be only red or red-white. Green's in a weird spot. Okay, we multicolor 16 lands. Alright. Well, let's see what we get. Commander Cube. Let's see what we get. Starts draft. Yidris. Huh. Well, take that. So we're in everything but white. Everything but white we are in. There's a Toski. So we got hit. We gotta have Yidris hit an opponent, and then we can cascade. So we're building a cascade deck. Cool. Well, we can't dodge this brainstorm. It's not in our colors. Whoa! I've never seen that card before. Before you shuffle your deck to start the game, you may reveal this card from your deck and exile a creature card you drafted that isn't in your deck. X. Tap. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of the card exile with the card's name. So you just get to put it in for free. All the time. We'll take this try out like a resonator with the cascading effect and ETBs. Alright, let's see here. Take the stomping ground. Do we just take our lands? We're not in red. We're not in heavy red. Maybe it's compulsive research. Seems pretty good. Natural unity. Oh, okay. You gotta take Xanathar. If you're gonna put Xanathar in the cube, and I recommend you don't do that, you gotta take him. That's crazy. Take the disallow. Man, it's tough. Take the auger on him. So this is our original pack. Huh. They put natural on a foundation breaker. Interesting. Port Razor. Whenever Port Razor is coming damage to a player, untap each creature you control. Oh, Lord, yes. We'll take that, please. Thank you. I think we'll take this Death Cap Glaze. We want to get our. We want to make sure our lands are good. Oh. Whenever Conspiracy Theorist attacks, you may pay 1 and discard a card. If you do, draw. Whenever you discard 1 or more non-land cards, you may exile 1 of those from your graveyard. If you do, you may cast it this turn. Huh. Interesting. Take that one. That's got some weird. Croxa? Yeah, it's like Croxa. Let's take the sculpting steel. Take the hate draft the board wipe. And then this guy will become the Monarch. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Pack 2, pick 1. We got Kolga. These are our colors. We need mana fixing first off. That's what we need. So, time stop? End the turn. Just end the turn. Done. So, any lands, for any fetch lands or lands we see, we're going to snatch up. So, let's take this Kolga. I know it's heavy green, but alright. So, we got Rootbound Crag, a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Dang it. Hang it. Lotus Cobra. Ooh. Maybe. Yeah, I'll take the Lotus Cobra. Nothing looks good here. Man. Take the Triome. I don't think this would have any kind of like restrictions on we can't play anything with the different pips as it is Commander Cube. Let's see. That player whose turn is it may end the turn. Oh, I know this guy. Garus Uprising. Huh. Let's take this guy. He can help us out with our mana fictions, maybe. Alright, Panharmonicon, or Ragavan, or Arcane Denial, Terror of the Peaks. Non-artifact spells you have to have Improvise. Huh. What ETBs do we have? Croxa. That's about it. Well, we have Philva. I'll take the Ragavan. Ragavan can get us treasures. Can help cast our stuff. I haven't really seen a whole lot of lands. Dak Faden might be good. Take the Dak Faden. He can draw. Well, there's a Aaron Goforth favorite. Wrong turn. Huh. That's funny. I'll be fucking sick, bro. What the hell? Stupid fucking weather. I think this, yeah, take possession would be good. Stubborn substitution, split second. Exchange control of target non-creature spell and target creature. If that, then that spell's gonna work. Oh. There's an Inferno Titan sitting right here in front of me. And a time stop. And take this Ornithopter of Paradise, Rebound Crag. Yeah. Lost Diamond. Sure. Tireless Provisioner, yeah. Arcane Denial, Counterspell. You'll take the Krinko. And the Combustible Gearhulk. Alright. One more. Dual Cat Phyrexian Metamorph. Has to be. Alright? Yeah. Alright, let's see here. War Room. Fire Diamond. Take the Fire Diamond. Any land? No lands. Huh. Brainstone. Yeah, I'll take the Brainstone. Odyssey Disorder. Clifftop Retreats, not in our colors. Ugin, Walking Ballista. Sneak Attack. Mana Barbs. Oh, we don't want Mana Barbs. Yeah, we'll take that one. We'll take the green black land. Red black land, yeah. Here we go. Now we're seeing some land. Drowned Catacomb. Is it Boilerworks? Carving Necropolis. That's half for 3 colors. We'll take that. Brago. Tevish. No. Dryad the Alyssum Grove. They're perfect. Frontier Bivouac. Or Bivouac. Oh. Riskar. Seen a lot of white lands with white pips in them. Like the Beast Whisperer. Feast and Van came back around. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, take that. Hmm. Summary dismissal. And a free duplicate. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see here. What are we doing? I'm thinking Teamer. We got a lot of red, green, blue stuff. I don't want to run Xanathar. This ain't gonna work. Beast Maiming can be coming on the sideboard later. You don't need that. We can actually just cast, yeah. Does he have haste? No. He costs 4. We can just exile him with this thing, Caller of the Untamed. Croxa. I don't think we're running Croxa. We're not Krinko. Are we just red green? We just build red green like insane in the membrane deck? Ugh. We cut this guy, this, that, all that. Bring back in what? Alright. 1 blue pip spells. We have Fleet Admiral, Brainstorm, Arcane Denial, and Research. Okay. Alright. I don't even need Rishkar. Check our land base. Stomping ground, yes. We're in black. That can stay in. Rebound crack can stay in. That can go. That can go. I can stay in, yeah. So, alright. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 blue. We have 5 blue pips total. We have 1, 2, 3. And then 2 islands. One. I think we're more heavily on green. Do a 5-3 split like that. All right. There you have it. There's our deck commander cube. And I'll just, by the way, for a Caller of the Untamed, we're calling Yidris. So just throw that out there. All right. All right. All right, so there's our draft of the night. What I've figured is that since it's going to be a short broadcast, I figured that, and to run on extremely late tonight, I figured what we'd do is we will do a couple of sample packs, okay? And we'll just talk about what everyone's pack one pick one should be. What you think your pack one pick one should be, what my pack one pick one is going to be. And in this contest, if there happens to be any sort of power like Black Lotus, any of the Moxes, we automatically know as a player that when we see these cards, hey, we're taking them. We're taking a Mox. We're taking a Black Lotus. But for the argument of this, we're gonna pretend that those cards are not in the pack. So let's go into it. All right. So this is out of my cube. Right then and there, you see two Power 9 cards. All right. You see Mox Ruby, and you see Time Log. So we're gonna ignore those. Okay. What would I want out of this pack? And that's not a Power 9. Okay. Iona is not strictly in for Model White decks. She is a reanimator target, strictly. Assault Monolith. Upheaval decks, Artifact decks, Metalworker decks, Urza decks. Pathway, if you want to run a blue-green deck for sure. Lelia is the mono-red aggro. She uses beat face, and she gets big pretty quick. Blaze Splicer is for your ETB cards, like any decks that need like recurring creatures or blink decks. That's the like any card that has a blink effect. This is a card you draft for that. Cave is, of course, for your control decks, or your white decks, and need a land that can just, if you have nothing on board, you just have a land that can beat face. Liliana, she's your Esper control, your blue-black control, your black-white control card. Liliana is a beast. Necromancy, of course, is a reanimator target for like Iona. Goblin Rabble Masters for your Aaron Goforth players out there in the world. Just want to play a turn on Rabble Master and just go to town. Baleful Strix is, of course, a control card. Being an artifact card as well, can go in your Urza decks. And this also is a great, just a 2-drop draw card. Replace itself with the moment Death Toucher. Does stop aggro in its track because this will kill anything on the field. Segura Tribuilder is for your green decks, your ramp decks. Just free land. And Yawgmoth is for your anti-human decks, because he's protection of humans. It's also for your combo decks, right? God, that's getting sick. And your Grim Lawmancer is your burn deck. This is your burn factory here. Alright. So what would I take out of here? If this was my pack, my pick one, and I was dead set on Reanimator, I would have to get the pieces for it. I would get Buried Alive, Reanimate, Animate Dead, Entomb. Pieces like that, right? For Iona. Basalt Monolith, you could pretty much put in any deck. It ramps you a little bit, so that might be a good pick there. If I saw this, I wanted to try out her. She's good. I already know how good Blaze Splicer is. Probably take the Liliana. Liliana is probably the best card you can actually build around quite easily. You don't need to put her in a Reanimator deck. You don't need to put her in a control deck, although she does go in both of those. She will feed the graveyard. But she's also a good control card. You drop her down turn 3, she can control the board quite easily if you've already controlled up to turn 3. So, yeah, I will take Liliana the Bill here. Alright, new pack. Well. What do we got here? Alright. Oh my god, what the fuck? This isn't working tonight. Yeah. 10 hours killing me. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so what we got here? Alright. First off, we see Consecrated Sphinx sitting there in the top right hand corner. This is only goes in 2 decks. Control decks and Reanimator targets. If you reanimate this early, you're probably going to win the game. This gives you an extinct, like, an advantage beyond belief, right? If your opponent doesn't deal with this when you reanimate it or play it, you're gonna overtake them at advantage. You're probably just gonna win the game flat out eventually. That's really what he does. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2. That's insane. Walking Ballista is for your artifact decks, your +1/+1 counter decks. If you have them in your cube, if you happen to run Healy on your cube, this is a combo piece. Brazen Bar is a control card. Bounce creation, you get a 3/1 flyer. Tinker is its own deck in its own right. This is a deck. This is a card that you're gonna build around, right? Because you're looking for high end artifact targets like Blightsteel Colossus, um, Mirror Battlesphere. You're looking for Batter Skull. Anything that's a high end artifact, you're gonna tinker out this. You can sacrifice a cheap artifact like a token or a Mox. Boom, comes into play like an Eagle Leviathan or a Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Tinker and Sphinx are in the same deck, believe it or not. So this is a deck in itself. This is a Tinker deck. All right. Rotting Registrar is a reanimator target. This will discard cards to graveyard, and you can play a 7/6 on turn 3. Or turn 1 if you get a Dark Ritual. So yeah. Pyretic Ritual, Storm. Storm, Storm, Storm. That's all it goes into Storm. This, on the other occasion, you can ramp into with red for this, but everyone's using it for Storm. Yorion, it's his deck in itself. If you're playing ETB cards, this is going to be your go target. Also, if you want to build a companion rule, you have a 60 card deck. Sphinx of the Steel Wind, let's be real here for just 1 second. No one's casting this on turn 8. No one is playing Esper Control and saying, this is my win con. Deal with it. No. This is a Tinker target. Sphinx of the Steel Wind is a straight up Tinker target. You play this on turn 2 or 3 and you get this 6/6 flying first strike Vigilance Lifelink pro red and green on the battle staring in your opponent's face. If they are playing red green, they just scoop. They're just like, well, done. Can't beat that. Mana Tithe. Interesting. This card goes in a control deck, or it can also go in a mono white aggro deck, or an aggro deck running white. I shouldn't say mono white, because this is the got you spell. No one ever sees this card coming. Why? Because it's a white counter spell. 1, it costs 1 white, and 2, they gotta pay 1. It's a white force spike. But this is the got you card because no one sees this coming. Ever. Ever, ever. You put this in a control deck. You can, they tap it with a big play, Mana Tithe. Gotcha. You put this in your aggro deck, right? You, well, let's see. Yeah, you put this in your aggro deck. You go to turn 5 Armageddon. They go counterspell. No. Gotcha. If the Mana Tithe 6, your Armageddon's going to resolve. Right. Bitter Blossom is a control card. Most likely people out here people play it turn 2 to get a 1/1 block out there to have a blocker and to make sure they can stay alive for the aggro plan, right? Warm Power Zone was before. It's Mana Rock, right? That it ramps you. You can drop this on turn 3. Right? Or yeah. No, if you play a Mana Crypt earlier than that, to make a Mana Rock goes in your artifact decks, your Urza decks, your Metal Shopper Worker decks, and all that. Signets, on the other hand, these can go on any deck. Signets can be a turn 1 play from a Soul Ring that can go on any deck and can actually offer you filtering, right? So any Signet can go on any deck. Like if you're running blue-white control, or you happen to pick up a Celestia Signet, well, you get access to green for a little bit, or something like that, right? Fetch lands, always take a fetch land. If you happen to have a land that gets your fetches gets, you're going to run them 100% of the time. There is no changing that fetch lands are bad. Everyone takes fetch lands. So fetch lands also have the ability to offer you splash a color for some creative, genius master plan that everyone who drafts my deck, I'm going to splash this Triome so I can do this card, right? I want to put Tinker in my red-white artifact deck and put in this Blightsteel for that you never see coming. Channel. Let's talk about Channel for a minute. Channel is not a mono green card. This is an Eldrazi card. This card says, I'm going to win the game on turn 2 by taking 15 life and cast as Emrakul. Deal with it. Or I want to channel this big Eldrazi Titan into play. This is what channel is for. Channel is to make sure all your big spells are you're paying life and you're casting them early. That's what channel does. Balls of Citadel just happens to be no Tinker target. That's all it is. You get this out with Tinker, you're probably going to win the game. Because of what it does. Yes, it can go in a mono black deck. Yes, you can go Mana Rock, Dark Ritual, Balls of Citadel. You can do that. That's fine. But most likely at times people are taking the Bolas Citadel to put in their Tinker deck because they want a Tinker target. That's exactly what it is. So out of this pack, probably take the Tinker. Tinker is a deck that I can just automatically just build around. I'm just looking for artifacts. It's also blue. You can put in control cards to make sure your Tinker resolves. And of course, Ball Citadel might come out, or Sphinx is still in. If you running Tinker in your deck and you have enough artifact, big drops. We're not talking like little ones. Your little artifacts are going to be your Tinker sacrifices to get your big one out. Like your Inkwell Leviathan, your Sphinx is still in, your Blightsteel Colossus, right? So yeah, I'd probably take Tinker in this deck. If this is my pack 2, pick one. And I went with Iona, I'm taking the Registrar. Hands down. I'm taking that because that is now, it starts the enabler for the Reanimator deck. So that's what I would take out of this pack. Or if I want to be crazy, take the channel. It'd be probably the Tinker. So we'll do one more. Alright. What do we got? Alright, well. Off the bat, we're not looking at this. Everyone here who's either watching this live or going to watch it later knows that Black Lotus is an automatic, just I'm taking it insanely. Yeah. We all know what Black Lotus does. We don't need to go over it. We already know that we're taking it. So we're just going to ignore that. So this we have Burst Lightning. It's a 2 damage burn spell that also can be a finisher in your burn decks. You kick it with 4 extra mana, it deals 4 damage. You can finish it off the player. Kolga can be a reanimation target, or it can be a ramped target that just gets out early from like you have Raphaelos, you have Yavimaya, that just if you just build a model green deck in cube, any cube, not just blind, that this guy will can't talk. When Colgan comes out, you gotta deal with him or it's gonna get beat in the head for 7. And he destroys, he also fights a creature that you don't control. And he can also blow up artifacts and enchantments. He's a beast. We already talked about Era Fetch Lands. Triomes. My queue is running Triomes. When I'm planning getting the other 5 Triomes from New Caperna. Triomes that, while they do come in tapped, they have 2 benefits. One, they are fetchable with every fetch land because they are 3 land types. This one right here, the Catcher Triumph, is a Forest Island Mountain. So if you're running blue-red deck and you happen to get this is also, and all the Triumphs have the cycling for 3, which can just late in the game, you don't need it, you can draw a card. This allows you to play green in a blue-red deck or red in a blue-green deck, or you see why it's in here. One, it's a fetchable land that gets 3 land types. That alone should be worth it, right? So Triumphs are good because if you get a fetch land, they're always going to be your turn 1 fetch because it gives you 3 colors, access on turn 2, right? Olivia here is a reanimation target. She is a 3/4 with flying haste. She will bring back a creature from the graveyard, tapped and attacking. All right, and if you can protect Olivia, that creature ain't going away. So again, this goes back to the reanimation deck that we talked about with Iona, Rotting Registrar. If you're gonna pick up Iona, you're not running white. I mean, you can hard cast Iona for 9. You can do that in white. It's totally legal. But let's face it, you're trying to get Iona as quick as possible to end the game. Because more than likely, once you get Iona on the field and she sticks, you're going to cut off your opponent's deck. I mean, they can't cast spells of that color. So you pitch Iona early, and you can bring her back with Olivia reanimated. She's a reanimation target. She's also flying haste for 3/4. Yeah, that may not seem like good, but she does reanimate anything. Put your Grizzlebranch, your Ionas, your Elishnorns, your Kolgas, right? Your any creature, right? That you're thinking that can just when put in the graveyard as quick as possible. Here comes Olivia. She's just another reanimation target. Narset, stupid. If you have Narset in your deck, great. If you're playing against Narset, dumb. Right? Because more likely people who are going to take the Narset are going to look for cards like Wheel of Fortune. These are Nathan Ramsey cards. Wheel of Fortune, Echo Vions, Time Twister. Cards that I'm going to draw 7, you're drawing 1. I'm going to make sure you have no cards in your hand. So, she is a control card for sure. She also is the, well, she's not really in the Headwater Storm, but she's a control card. Emery is a artifact card that will go in your Urza decks, your artifact decks, your Metalwalker decks. She will find if you can get her with Black Lotus. Oh my god. Like, no lie, this is a combo. Black Lotus and Emery. Because what? You just go turn 1 Lotus, sack Lotus, 3 blue, play Emery, mill 4. Right, next turn, I'm playing Black Lotus again. Oh, I'm so good. You're going to have turn 3, you're going to have 5 mana available because you can play your land, then your Lotus, then Emery. Yeah, you get the picture. Wyogenic Ooze could be considered a reanimation target. I have seen a couple decks from my cube that just play this on turn 5, and all of a sudden they're creating an army oozes that you have no control over. So you can reanimate it, you can just play it on curve, and you got to deal with it, or else you're going to lose. It doesn't take that long for the game to go out of control with it quickly. You got to deal with it. So. Fetch land, dual lands, we don't need to talk about those because, well, one, these have no downside whatsoever. They're 2 lands that come in for 2, they tap for 2 colors, and they don't have no penalties for it. So, man lands are interesting because they give you additional threat on the board that they can't deal with initially because it's a land, right? Even though it's coming in tapped. But, late game, man lands are always fun because you are creating a creature. If you have no board state, you have this presence that is a clock. Especially this one. This one cannot be blocked. So you're dealing 3 damage. Yawgmothswell, Storm card. That's what it is. This is the Storm card. This is a Storm card because you're putting this in your Storm deck, and you're going to play all your stuff in turn and create a big Storm, and you just empty the Warrens or what you're doing, whatever you're doing in Storm. This is a Storm card. Fury is one of those burn control cards that you're gonna evoke this, kill creatures and board wipe, get your creatures through. And Dark Confidant, this is a card that you're going to play in a deck that doesn't have a lot of cards that are 4 or less. This is played in the Jund decks, or used to be played in the Jund decks that are in Modern. They don't go any higher than 4. Because who would want to take 5 life off revealing a card off this? Nobody. So that's what he's in there. He's in there for like aggro decks or tempo decks to have another draw, getting cards in their hand quicker. And since cube decks most are 40 cards, this guy could go through your deck quickly and get you back in the game if you're behind. All right. That being said, what would I take out of this pack? Besides that. Well, this is my pack 3 pick 1 from the ornament. We drafted Iona, Rotting Regisaur. Probably take the Olivia. The Olivia, I can splash red for Rotting Regisaur. And yeah, that's probably what I would do. Probably take the Olivia here because I know now I'm in a reanimation plan. I'm also in black red. You can switch to aggressive if your reanimation cards are not coming up. So Olivia would be my pick one here. We're not looking at that. All right. So there you have it, folks. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, so there you have it tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a short stream because one, I am starting to not feel pretty good due to probably a change in the weather. So, if you've been hearing me on stream, I uh, apologize for my sickly behavior. I will try not to be like that on stream next. Um, we built a couple decks tonight. Next week we'll have Cube episode talk. We'll have Cube talk episode 6. Next week I'll go over my schedule one more time. Speaking of next week, Fridays I'm not streaming anything. Not to say that I can stream anything on Magic, so that might be open. Saturdays are slated. This Saturday, I might be playing in a team event locally. I'm playing standard, so we might be practicing some Friday night, some standard to gauge the deck. So be on the lookout for that. Saturday night will probably be Destiny 2 on Xbox. Sunday will be Sunday night MTG. We'll play probably a Commander game, a Legacy game, do all sorts of formats, maybe some Arena. Monday's another off day for me here on the channel. Tuesday is going to be back to Modern. Wednesday is going to be Pioneer. And Thursday is our Cube Talk. So that's my schedule. So first off, I want to apologize here on the channel for tonight's extreme lag and failure of equipment. It's not how we want to do things here. So I apologize for the abrupt start and the faulty streaming quality earlier in the show. Honestly, I do apologize for being so late tonight due with work, and couldn't have Zach May on tonight. We couldn't draft more decks. We just wanted to draft 2. See what's the other cubes out there. If you are watching this either tonight or live or on replay or on Twitch or the YouTube channel, if you have a cube idea and you want me to draft it, please let me know. I will love to draft your cube. I will draft any cube except the online cube. I've drafted that enough already. It's like drafting my own. Tomorrow, be on the lookout. We might do some standard play for this tournament Saturday. That apparently the Kentucky Eclipse gamers are playing at. I'm not sure. It's a team event. I'm in the standard seat, so we'll see. So also tomorrow evening, probably we'll be uploading videos on the YouTube channel. Just don't like on my Twitch page, Kentucky Eclipse Gaming. Please go there, follow, like, and subscribe. If you like what you see here tonight, even though I do apologize for being on late tonight, and I apologize for my health not being 100% as is all the night, please follow me on Twitch here. We are 2 away from 30 followers. And of course, the goal is to get to affiliate, which is 50. So I appreciate all my followers who have supported me this far. And until then, this is Chappelle saying, see you all then. Bye-bye.